Tunisian Arabic, or Tunisian, is a set of dialects of Maghrebi Arabic spoken in Tunisia. It is known by its 11 million speakers as Townzi, Tunsi, Tunisian, or as Derja, colloquial dialect, to distinguish it from Standard Arabic, the official language of Tunisia. As part of a dialect continuum, Tunisian merges into Algerian Arabic and Libyan Arabic at the borders of the country. Tunisian Arabic's morphology, syntax, pronunciation and vocabulary are quite different from Standard or Classical Arabic. Like other Maghrebi dialects, it has a vocabulary that is mostly Arabic with a significant Berber substratum. However, Tunisian has also a significant Latin component, as well as many loanwords from French, Turkish, Italian and Spanish. Tunisian Arabic is mostly intelligible to speakers of other Maghrebi dialects but is hard to understand or is unintelligible for speakers of Middle Eastern Arabic. Multilingualism within Tunisia and in the Tunisian diaspora makes it common for Tunisians to code switch, mixing Tunisian with French, English, Standard Arabic or other languages in daily speech. Within some circles, Tunisian Arabic has thereby integrated new French and English words, notably in technical fields, or replaced old French and Spanish loans with Standard Arabic words. However, code switching between Tunisian Arabic and modern Standard Arabic is mainly done by more educated and upper-class people and has not negatively affected the use of more recent French and Spanish loanwords in Tunisian. Moreover, Tunisian Arabic is closely related to Maltese, which is not considered to be a dialect of Arabic for socio-linguistic reasons. Classification. Tunisian Arabic is part of the Arabic languages family and is comprised by that in the Afro-Asiatic family. It belongs, particularly, to the Semitic languages branch. Furthermore, it is part of the Maghrebi Arabic dialects which are mostly unintelligible to Standard or Middle Eastern Arabic, just like Moroccan Arabic and Algerian Arabic. It is also considered to be a mostly Hilalian set of dialects, because it was affected by the immigration of Banu Hilal in the 11th century, as were other Maghrebi dialects. As a part of the Arabic dialect continuum, it is reported that Tunisian Arabic is partly mutually intelligible with Algerian Arabic, Libyan Arabic and Maltese. However, it is little to not intelligible with Moroccan Arabic, Egyptian Arabic, Levantine Arabic, Iraqi Arabic, and Gulf Arabic. History. Beginnings. Linguistic situation of ancient Tunisia. During the antiquity, Tunisia's population spoke old forms of Tamazight languages, close to Numidian. However, the languages progressively lost their function as main languages of Tunisia since the 12th century BC, and their usage became restricted mainly to the western regions of the country until their disappearance or evolution into other languages. Indeed, migrants from Phoenicia settled Tunisia during the 12th to the 2nd century BC, founded Carthage and progressively mixed with the local population. The migrants brought with them their culture and language that progressively spread from Tunisia's coastal areas to the rest of the coastal areas of North Africa, Hispania and Mediterranean islands along the Carthaginian Empire. From the 8th century BC, most of Tunisia's inhabitants spoke the Punic language, a variant of the Phoenician language, influenced by the local Numidian language. Also, already at that time, in the regions near to Punic settlements, the Berber that was used evolved considerably. The word Africa, which gave its name to the continent, is possibly from the name of the Berber tribe of the Afra that was one of the first to enter in contact with Carthage. Also, during this period and up to the 3rd century BC, the Berber T-Finna alphabet developed from the Phoenician alphabet. After the arrival of Romans, following the fall of Carthage in 146 BC, the coastal population spoke mainly Punic, but that influence decreased away from the coast. From Roman period until the Arab conquest, Latin, Greek, and Numidian further influenced the language. called Neo-Punic to differentiate it from its older version. This also progressively gave birth to African Romance, a Latin dialect, influenced by Tunisia's other languages and used along with them. Also, as it was the case for the other dialects, Punic probably survived the Arabic conquest of the Maghreb. The geographer al-Bakri described, in the 11th century, people speaking a language that was not Berber, Latin or Coptic in rural Ifriqiya, a region where spoken Punic survived well past its written use. However, it may be that the existence of Punic facilitated the spread of Arabic in the region, as Punic and Arabic are both Semitic languages and share many common roots. Middle Ages Classical Arabic began to be installed as a governmental and administrative language in Tunisia that was called then Ifriqiya from its older name Africa when it became an Umayyad territory in 673. The people of several urban cities were progressively influenced by Arabic. By the 11th century, by contact of local dialects such as African Romance or Berber with Classical Arabic, some urban dialects appeared in the main coastal cities of Tunisia. The dialects were slightly and characteristically influenced by several common Berber structures and vocabulary like negation because Tamazight was the language of contact for citizens of that period. The new dialects were also significantly influenced by other historical languages. In fact, many Tunisian and Maghrebi words, like Karnat, have a Latin etymology. The dialects were later called Pre-Hilalian Arabic dialects and were used along Classical Arabic for communication in Tunisia. Also, Sicilian, an Italian Arabic dialect, was spoken in several islands near Tunisia like Sicily, Malta or Sardinia and entered in contact with the Tunisian Pre-Hilalian dialects. Consequently, it ameliorated the divergence in grammar and structures of all the concerned dialects from Classical Arabic. By the mid-11th century, Banu Hilal immigrated to northern and central Tunisia and Banu Sulaim immigrated to southern Tunisia. The immigrants played a major role in spreading the use of Tunisian Arabic in an important part of the country. However, they brought some of the characteristics of their local Arabic dialects. In fact, Central Tunisian Arabic speakers became using the voiced velar plosive instead of the voiceless uvular plosive q in words such as cull, he, said. Veronica Rit Ben Mimoum and Martine van Hove supposed that even the replacement of the diphthongs, or, and, aj, respectively by u and I vowels, was a Hilalian influence. Furthermore, the phonologies brought to the new towns speaking Tunisian Arabic are those of the immigrants and not Tunisian phonology. The Sulaim even spread a new dialect in southern Tunisia that was Libyan Arabic. However, some dialects avoided the Hilalian influence. Judeo-Tunisian Arabic, a vernacular spoken by Tunisian Jews and known for the conservation of foreign phonemes in loan words and slightly influenced by Hebrew phonology, Sfax dialect and Tunisian urban woman dialect. By the 15th century, after the decline of Arabic-speaking Andalusia, many Andalusian people immigrated to the Tunisian main coastal cities. These migrants brought some of the characteristics of Andalusian Arabic to the sedentary urban dialects spoken in Tunisia. Among others, it led to the reuse of the voiceless uvular plosive q, instead of the nomadic Hilalian voiced velar plosive, and to speech simplification in Tunisian, which further differentiated the language from Classical Arabic. Furthermore, the changes were recognized by the Hafside scholar Ibn Khaldun in his Muqaddimah in 1377. He said that language contact between Classical Arabic and local languages caused the creation of many Arabic varieties very distinct from formal Arabic Ottoman period during the 17th to the 19th centuries. Tunisia came under Spanish then Ottoman rule and hosted Morisco then Italian immigrants from 1609. That made Tunisian, Spanish, Italian and Turkish languages connect. Tunisian acquired several new loan words from Spanish and Turkish and even some structures like the Turkish G suffix added to several nouns to mean professions like awaji, kawaji. During the mid-19th century, Tunisian Arabic was studied by several European scientists. In 1893, a first linguistic study was completed by the German linguist Hans Stummer. That began a still ongoing research trend on Tunisian Arabic. Modern history. During the French protectorate of Tunisia, the country entered in contact with the standard French language. That affected Tunisian considerably, as new loan words, meanings and structures were drawn from French. The unintelligibility of Tunisian to Middle Eastern Arabic speakers was worsened, however. The same period was characterized by the rise of interest toward Tunisian Arabic. Indeed, this period was the beginning of a spread formal use of Tunisian Arabic as by TAHTS or. Also, more researches about Tunisian were produced, mainly by French and German linguists. Tunisian Arabic became even taught in French high schools, as an optional language. By the Tunisian independence in 1956, Tunisian Arabic was spoken only in coastal Tunisia, while the other regions spoke Algerian Arabic, Libyan Arabic or several Berber dialects. The profusion is from many factors, including the length of time the country was inhabited, its long history as a migration land, and the profusion of cultures that have inhabited it, while the second, geographical, was the length and diversification of the country, divided between mountain, forest, plain, coastal, island and desert areas. That is why Tunisian leader Habib Bourguiba began a trial of Arabization and Tunisification of Tunisia and spread free basic education for all Tunisians. That contributed to the progressive and partial minimization of code switching from European languages in Tunisian and the use of code switching from Standard Arabic. Furthermore, the establishment of ERTT in 1966 and the nationwide spread of television with the contact of dialects led to a dialect leveling by the 1980s. By then, Tunisian Arabic reached nationwide usage and became composed of 6 slightly different but fully mutually intelligible dialects. Tunis dialect, considered the reference Tunisian dialect, Sahel dialect, Sfax dialect, Southwestern dialect, Southeastern dialect and Northwestern dialect. Older dialects became less commonly used and began disappearing. Consequently, Tunisian became the main prestigious language of communication and interaction within the Tunisian community, and Tunisia became the most linguistically homogeneous state of the Maghreb. However, Berber dialects, Libyan and Algerian Arabic, as well as several Tunisian dialects like the traditional urban woman dialect, Judeo-Tunisian Arabic, or even several Tunisian structures like la noun plus s, also practically disappeared from Tunisia. The period after Tunisian independence was also marked by the spread of Tunisian Arabic usage in literature and education. In fact, Tunisian Arabic was taught by the Peace Corps from 1966 until 1993, and more researches on it were made, some which used new methods like computing operations and the creation of several automatic corpus. Others, more traditional, were also made about the phonology, the morphology, the pragmatic and the semantics of Tunisian. The language was also used to write several novels since the 1990s and even a Swedish list in 2012. Now, it is taught by many institutions like the INALCO and the IBLV, or in French high schools as an optional language. In fact, 1878 students sat for the Tunisian Arabic examination in the 1999 French baccalaureate. Nowadays, the tendency in France is to implement Maghrebi Arabic dialects and mainly Tunisian Arabic more in basic education. But those were not the only trials of Tunisian Arabic in education. A project to teach basic education for the elderly people using Tunisian Arabic was proposed in 1977 by Tunisian linguist Mohamed Mamouri. It aimed to ameliorate the quality and intelligibility of basic courses for elderly people who could not understand Standard Arabic as they did not learn it. However, the project was not implemented. Nowadays, the linguistic classification of Tunisian Arabic causes controversies between interested people. The problem is caused because of the Arabic dialect continuum. Some linguists, such as Michel Quitout and Keith Walters, consider it an independent language, and some others, such as Anam Lwer, consider it a divergent dialect of Arabic that is still dependent of Arabic morphology and structures. Moreover, its political recognition is still limited as it is only recognized in France as a minority language part of Maghrebi Arabic according to the European Charter for Regional or Minority Languages of May 1999. However, even the charter was not agreed on by the Constitutional Council of France because its conflicts with the Article 2 of the French Constitution of 1958. Also, no official recognition or standardization in Tunisia was provided for Tunisian Arabic until 2015. Distinctive features. Tunisian Arabic is a variety of Arabic, and as such shares many features with other modern varieties, especially the Maghrebi varieties of Arabic. Some of its distinctive are listed here. A conservative consonantal phonology, with the pre-Hilalian q and interdental fricatives maintained. The use of nti in urban varieties meaning you when addressing both men and women, and a concomitant loss of this gender distinction in the verbal morphology. This distinction is still maintained in rural varieties by using inter for male and inti for female. The lack of an indicative prefix in the verbal system, resulting in no distinction between indicative and subjunctive moods. The innovation of a progressive aspect by means of the participle qd, originally meaning sitting, and the preposition fi in intransitive clauses. The distinctive usage of future tense by using the prefixes m or b plus verb that is nearly equivalent to will plus verb. Some vocabulary such as fis, fast, be high, good, and bra, very much. Unlike most of the other Muslim countries, the greeting as Salamu alaikum is not used as the common greeting expression in Tunisia. Tunisians use the expression Aes Elmay or HLAE for greeting. Also, BS Elmay or the Italian ciao or more rarely the Italian arrivederci are used as the Tunisian goodbye expression. JJK is used as thank you in lieu of Kryan. However, Tunisian people do use some expressions from Standard Arabic such as Birak ll hu fik and Aehsnt for thank you. But, these expressions are used only as loan structures from Standard Arabic and are not used as they are used in Standard Arabic. The passive derivation of verbs is influenced by Berber and is different from the one of Classical Arabic. It is obtained by prefixing the verb with t, Tennessee, or n, and the choice of one of the four prefixes depends on the used verb. Nearly all educated Tunisians can communicate in French that is widely used in business and as the main language of communication with foreigners. That is why code switching into French expressions and vocabulary is common in Tunisian. Tunisian Arabic is an SVO language and it is most of the time a null subject language. In fact, the subject is only written in order to avoid meaning ambiguity.